Adam.
Tractor systems are offline.
We are Beyond FM.
Beyond FM.
The future of broadcasting is here.
Up and Adam with Adam Montiel. It's community content from Concentrate. It's Up and Adam with Adam Montiel.
Some say life is where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Yes, some say life is just where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Only to start again.
Happy Friday. You made it to the weekend. Thank you for being Up and Adam. My name is Adam Montiel. I hope you've had a great week. We're a little late publishing this morning. We got Robin Coleman from the Woods Humane Society. Also, I need to take some time and prepare. I got to be honest, I'm nervous. Next weekend, Central Coast Writers Conference, we've been talking about it. I'm going to be leading a panel called The Art of the Interview. And I got to be honest, I'm kind of scared to death right now. I'm in that time right before where you're like, what on earth did they ask you to do and you said yes to? I'm excited. I know like how all of this fits in my brain, and I know that what we're doing here with conversations and interviews, it's special. It feels like it is. And we'll get guests who just say like, oh, the conversation or the questions. And that means a lot. And when I got approached to do this with them, it was very flattering, kind of like the TEDx. But again, scary as hell. But it's an adventure. It's something you can't say no to. How do you can't say no to an opportunity like running a workshop at the Central Coast Writers Conference? Come on now. This is a legendary writers conference and some incredibly huge people involved, from the folks doing the keynotes, hoping to get some of them on the show next week. I'm really excited about that. But I am going to be taking this is going to be an abbreviated show. We're going to have Robin here. I got one story coming up, but it's going to be a pretty quick show. And then maybe I might take a day or two off late next week. I got some shows that I really want to get to, like Yes Cocktail Company, local. I love the folks, of course, Lauren and Brandon, but they're celebrating 10 years, 10-year anniversary. So we have a great conversation with Lauren that we're going to share with you. They got a big party coming up on October 4th. You want to be a part of? We're going to be giving away tickets to that. So that's going to be fun. Also next week, a comedian, Rene Vaca. He's this Mexican comedian, and I say Mexican, I qualify that because if you know his act, he's so funny, so talented, and he's so Mexican. He really is. It's great. Grew up in the San Fernando Valley, not far from where I grew up. So we're going to chat next week. He's coming to the PAC next weekend, next Friday, I want to say. So that is going to be a big interview. And this dude is blowing up.
My name's Rene Vaca, man. Let me get that out of the way. Let me also get this out of the way. I'm Mexican. That's right. So get all that Indian shit out of your head right now. I know I look Indian. Look at my hair. That shit looks like an Indian Lego piece on my head right now. I can't even go to Legoland. They want to buy me. You understand that, son of a bitch? I have an Indian-ass face. I have the Indian look. That's what I call it, the Indian look. I'm Mexican, though, man. Stereotypical Mexican. When Donald Trump called us drug dealers, though, all right, he got his eye. He fucked up when he called us rapists, though. Latinos, we're not rapists. Our uncles. They just don't know how to flirt, right? You ever seen them flirt? They fucking stare too long. They're just right there. Mira. My dad is a drug dealer. My dad right now, man, he's in jail. My dad's in jail right now, serving 480 months. That's how the judge said it, too. We didn't know what the fuck that meant. We're all dumb, too. We're like, yeah, it's not bad, bro. It's not bad, bro. We didn't know 480 months means 40 years, dude. We're all stupid. He called us back like, you guys know I'm doing 40 years, bro?
It's so interesting because some people blow up so quick. And I was talking to him about this, like Rene Vaca, if you follow stand-up and you follow like the internet and stand-up, I mean, dude's just super popular. And it's like he hasn't even been in a show yet or this. I don't even, does he have a special? I don't even know if he has he's super funny and his clips go viral all the time. You don't know if he's Indian or Mexican. And of course, he's got some jokes about that. But Rene Vaca coming to the PAC, the Performing Arts Center. So this was something that they booked a while ago, and this dude just kept getting more and more popular. So you can go to pacslo.org, PACSLO.org. You want to get tickets to see Rene Vaca on I believe it's the 25th that he's performing. So he'll be on the show next week. So I'm excited about that. So we definitely have some shows we want to get to. I got a True Crime Tuesday next week. That is like, oh my gosh, it's so good that we're putting together. So lots coming up, but I got to be ready for this. What do you call it? A workshop? I don't know. I was talking to my therapist about it. Like, when you feel, and again, it's kind of that imposter syndrome, and I'm sure we all kind of get to it. So although it's uncomfortable to talk about, it's worth talking about because it's something that we all kind of go through, and you're sitting there just like, well, what are people going to come see me for? Like, I don't get what do I, but I don't know. I don't want to bore you with that. What else is going on today? The new iPhone lands today. Nearly 90% of us think it's overpriced. If you're hoping for your iPhone 12 with a cracked screen to last another year, you're not alone because these things are freaking expensive. Close to 9 in 10 Americans think iPhones are overpriced, according to a new poll. The cheapest iPhone 17 out today is $800. If you go with the Pro Max with 2 terabytes of storage, what are you doing with that kind of storage? You're looking at $2,000. That's nuts. That's the cost of a Mac. My Mac was about $2,000. Even with those price tags, plenty of us do still think it's worth it. More than a quarter of Americans say they're willing to take on debt for the new iPhone. In other words, our collective credit card balance, it's going to be taking a hit today. I'm sure a lot of people get the Apple card because their credit card, they don't charge you interest on purchases. You just pay them off monthly. Of course, you get with your AT&T, your Verizon, your cell phone company. They'll give you the new iPhone with installments if you get on like a 2-year plan or something. So a lot of people are going to be getting the new iPhone. I'm excited for the new iOS because it looks sharp. It looks pretty cool. So that's out today too. And then what everybody is talking about, because a lot of people were talking smack on Apple, who's such a progressive and high-tech company, and they would just botch some of these things like their AI. Remember the AI came out about a year or so ago? Just really underwhelming to everybody. And now they're going to be souping it up more with, I guess, the new AirPods and this translation software. Have you heard about this? You're going to be able to put in your AirPods and go to like France or wherever, have a completely foreign conversation, and it'll be translated in real time in your ear. And from what I understand, it works beautifully. And that's the thing. You can come out with one of these types of, I don't know, the hot new-ish, and it doesn't work right. Well, then no one's going to be all about it. And that was the case with the Apple AI. Look, we had been dealing with ChatGPT and all this stuff for, 6 months, a year. And then Apple goes, we're doing Apple Intelligence. And everyone's like, oh, damn, it's going to be sick. It wasn't. It wasn't. Really was underwhelming. So we'll see how the new Apple Intelligence and everything with the new iOS, iOS 26, I think? But whatever. All right. You have a Droid, you're like, why is he even talking about iPhone? I'm telling you, a lot of people got the iPhone. All right, we're going to chat with Robin Coleman from the Woods Humane Society. Let me tell you first about our friends at Life Elements. I love them. They do such great work. Life Elements. This is why I believe in them, because I've seen what they do. I've seen and felt and experienced the healing. So of my loved ones, like my dad using the CBD stick on his knee. He's like, holy crap, this works. Their bug spray, unbelievable. In addition to Life Elements, and by the way, all their stuff is cruelty-free, it's natural, plant-based. They're just all about it. They're such good people. In addition to their spot in Tascadero, you could shop their products at the Hive in Arroyo Grande, the General Store in Paso, and of course, lifeelements.com. 7425 El Camino Real. That's where you find them in A-Town Suite O, kind of the back right corner of the plaza. And it's not hard to find because they got a big ass sign. While you're on lifeelements.com, use the promo code Adam when you check out. Save 15% on your cart. Pretty good. Damn, that's some good savings. This is what happens when good people make great things. Life Elements and lifeelements.com. Don't forget, use that promo code Adam.
It's Up and Adam with Adam Montiel.
All right, she's my favorite part about finding forever homes for dogs, even cats. She's the one and only Robin Coleman. Woods Humane Society, our pet of the week. Robin, it is great to chat with you.
Good morning, Adam. Happy to chat with you.
Great to chat with you as always. Looking forward to meeting our pet of the week. I love this one because I love ones that have unique little noses. And this one has got this really cute dog with a lot of little unique aspects. Really sweet looking dog.
Yeah, so Noble is our pet of the week, and you have heard me talk about a lot of Huskies over the years because there's just so many that end up in shelters. They were kind of overbred for a while. TV and movies made them really cool, but then not everybody can keep a Husky for their whole lifetime. So a lot of them end up in shelters, unfortunately. So here we are. Noble has been with us since April, and I think a lot of Huskies look pretty similar, but he's got unique eyes and he's got a little weirdy colored nose. But he's a sweet, independent Husky. Sometimes Huskies are a little aloof, a little independent. He likes to roam around, sniff the yard, do his own thing, and then he'll come in for some pets and butt scratches and all that good stuff. But really a good boy who's been in the shelter way too long. His fee has been sponsored. He actually got really sick about a month ago. He ended up in the vet ER. Our medical team has taken good care of him. He's feeling better. But I really wanted to feature him because when they get sick like that in the shelter, it is because they are stressed and they just need to get out. So he is fee waived. He is ready to go. 6-year-old handsome Husky Noble. And he's up on Instagram and Facebook. You can give him a share, tag your Husky loving friends. Let's get this guy out of the shelter and into a home.
Cute dog. And so when we talk Huskies, what are some things characteristically? Probably want maybe a little room, maybe a little studio is not going to be the best thing. But what are some things characteristic of Huskies?
Well, they're large. They are fluffy. They also can be quite vocal, and they're just really darn smart. They have their own language, so they talk to you. They howl. They do their it's almost like a teenager talking back to you sometimes. But I will say they're probably most known for being an escape artist. They get bored. They need stuff to do. So these are not your just leave them in the backyard all day kind of dogs, which no dogs are like that. But a lot of Huskies tend to get left in yards and they escape. They jump, they dig, they learn how to open door handles. They're just kind of too smart for their own good sometimes. But we've got a lot of Husky lovers out there. A lot of people have a few Huskies and they have their own little pack going on. So maybe Noble can join your pack and you can give him an active lifestyle. And I will say the one thing he did ask me to plug for him, he would love a home with an air conditioner.
Oh, that's really sweet. Yeah, wouldn't we all?
I recorded with him this week and it was pretty warm this week and he was kind of sluggish and ugh, I'm tired, woman. What are you doing to me? And then I took him inside where the fan was blowing, the AC was on, the floor was cool. He parked it and wouldn't budge. And then his smile came out. He wanted affection. He was in a much better mood underneath that AC vent. So he would love himself a cool spot to relax on these warmer days.
All right, check out Noble, woodshumane.org. One of the most important things, I think, one of your most important resources there is your community pet pantry. And it really helps people with food and different treats, things like that. When their dog or cat food, they can't afford it for whatever reason or something goes down. So, but the problem is the pet pantry right now, we have critically low resources. So we really need to see some love shown that.
Yes, I started the Pet Pantry as one of my passion projects. We've always been great at sharing at Woods. We always gave people crates or blankets or beds or food if we had it. But in 2020, when the pandemic was going on and everything was weird, I really wanted to find other ways to help and keep pets with people that love them. And a lot of people were thinking of surrendering pets because they just couldn't afford food. And so we started our Pet Pantry and we have been going ever since. we are up to sharing 1,000 to 2,000 pounds of pet food every single month, one bag at a time. We are sharing with the community to keep pets out of the shelter and with their families. But for the first time, so that's almost 5 years, we are having to turn people away. And Robin does not like having to say, I can't help you feed your dog or cat today. So if you're feeling generous, we need some pet food. Any brand, dry dog food, dry cat food are the most requested. We also like those little wet trays like Caesars, or those things are really convenient for people. But I really would love some pet food to come in over the weekend. And I will say we do get a lot of donations, unfortunately, from people who their pets have passed away. We take open bags of food and treats as well at Woods. So if you have an open bag, if you want to buy a couple bags this weekend, if you see some good sales going on, or pick up a big bag at Costco or Limos, we would appreciate it. And we will get that right away out in the community to hungry pets and people that love them. You can drop off at either location, Atascadero, San Luis Obispo, 7 days a week. We have a big donation bin right outside of our front doors. Drop it in that bin and we will bag it up and get it out to people in need.
I love it. Go to whatshumane.org. That is how you can help their pet pantry. Because look, I think about, like you said, when your dog passes away, or, we've even bought food as we were like figuring out what Georgie would eat or wouldn't eat. And you look at that and, you got an open bag. Sure, they might take it back, but man, you could bring that to Woods. It actually goes to a dog.
Picky eaters.
Yeah. They're
a lot of picky eaters out there.
Right. So yeah, this is a great thing. And I hope you get a ton of big donations. Let me ask you, we got one more week to enter your dog in the calendar thing, right?
Yes. So dog or cat, Adam, dog or cat, you can enter. You still have time. Suzanne got her cats in just a few days ago, so she's plugging away. But you can enter your loved cat or dog into our Woods Pet of the Year calendar, or you can go through, which I'm having fun doing, scrolling and getting to have a say in who makes it into our calendar for 2026. $1 per vote. If you can go into our website, vote for a few of those cute animals, and they do make wonderful Christmas holiday gifts. I love giving out our Woods calendar for a holiday gift. So it's a good little fundraiser. You're helping homeless cats and dogs, and pretty cool to have your pet in the Woods calendar.
And you can go to that page on the Woods website. Is that true?
Yep. WoodsHumane.org. You'll see a slide. You just click on that link and it'll take you to the page where you could scroll through and see who's entered, or you can create your own page. And it's good until the end of the month, and then we'll pick the winners.
All right, good. All right, very good. Wonderfully done. Robin Coleman, whatshumane.org. Chat soon, Robin. Thank you so much for being Up and Adam.
Okay. Bye, Adam.
Some say life is where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Only to start again.
All right, there she is. whatshumane.org. Robin Coleman. All right, I'm going to get on to a brand new episode of Where Wine Takes You. Publishes today. Also going to be getting on, I'm going to be in preparation mode. I've never led like a 1 hour kind of workshop with like, do I need a PowerPoint? It's like, do I need to work? Maybe I just get on the chalkboard. Would that be old school? Do they have chalkboards at Cuesta College? Get on the whiteboard and just be like, that'd be pretty old school. I'd like an overhead projector, please. Yeah, wheel in the overhead. I'm going to do the craziest workshop. I'm going to wheel in an overhead projector and the big TV with the VHS strapped down to the cart. Remember that in school? We're going straight back to 1994 with this. So funny. Overhead projector. All right. I hope you have a great weekend. The weekend is here. Under the Moon. I'm going to go to the Under the Moon concert series. Tickets still available. Moonshinercollective.com. Imagine tomorrow under the stars. Beautiful. Weather's going to be great. Dan Curcio, Moonshiner Collective playing music. The Silent Comedy. It's an incredible band from San Diego. It took like a 6-7 year hiatus, and now they're back together. So really incredible stuff. It feels like, 2016 all over again here on the Central Coast. It's going to be rad. So would love to see you out there for that. Moonshinercollective.com. Our thanks to Tamber Winery for giving us the Lobro Studios at Tamber. I've been keeping them busy. Had a lot of guests go through our Tamber Lobro Studios, and you could taste Tamber's wine in the village of Arroyo Grande. Tamber, Timbre, tamberwinery.com. All right. Again, have a great weekend. Be safe. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your family. Enjoy the outside. Enjoy where you live. Till Monday, I'm Adam Montiel. Appreciate you a lot. Thanks for connecting and for being Up and Adam.
Some say life's where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Only to start again. Let's start again. We'll start again. Let's start